should do something! Should we do something? We should do something! Should we do something? I'm changing! We should do something! Bang! We should do something! Should we do something? We should do something. Should we do something? Yes! You should do something, you boring idiots!
Hey guys, LunarSpawn27 here, bringing you Bleach, chapter 619, The Betrayer. So the chapter begins with the fight between Yhwach and Ichigo, but it doesn't start off right away because Yhwach decides to tell Ichigo that all the times he's been fighting, he was fighting for him, for the Quincy King. Since, he has the same Quincy blood flowing through his veins. According to him, when he awakened his Shinigami powers, going through fight after fight, increasing his own power so that he can defeat Sosuke Aizen, and then reclaiming the power that he once lost, all of that so that he can cut down the Soul King. In other words, Yhwach is trying to be like Aizen and saying that this was all according to his plan. Really? Do we really need this? Look, we already went through this with Aizen when he said that he knew about Ichigo ever since he was born and that he was the one that planned all of his fights. So we don't really need a repeat of that, this time with Yhwach. Honestly, I just think that Yhwach is saying all this just to mindfuck with Ichigo. Furthermore, he didn't really need Ichigo to kill the Soul King. He was right there and he stabbed the Soul King with his sword. He already killed the Soul King, so there really was no need to make Ichigo kill him, because he was already dead. I'm really sorry, guys. It's just that I don't want this to end up like Naruto. With this whole chain leading up to the true puppet master, so I'm just hoping Bleach would avoid that. Anyway, Ichigo tells Yhwach to shut up, swings his Zanpakuto at him, but he blocks it with his forearm, and I can't really tell at this one panel here, but did he fire another Getsuga Tensho or something, or was that just a swing? I don't know. Anyway, Ichigo tells Yhwach that he doesn't give two shits about his Quincy blood. He said that he was going to stop him. Now, I watched Tekken 101's review on last week's chapter, and what he said about Ichigo's speech, I definitely agreed with him, because this is probably something that he should have said as well in this chapter. According to Tekken 101, Ichigo should have said that this wasn't Yhwach's blood flowing through his veins, it was his mother's blood. He would follow in her footsteps, not Yhwach's. Which was really great, and I wish Ichigo would have said that. In fact, this would have been great if he said that in this week's chapter, but no, he didn't. Hell, it was Yhwach that mentioned Misaki, saying that Ichigo didn't use the word kill to the man who murdered his mother, since we all know that if it wasn't for his Ashwaulen, then Misaki would have survived and killed the Grand Fisher. But I just assumed that Ichigo said he would stop Yhwach because there was no way of killing him like there was no way of killing Aizen. Suddenly a Quincy arrow was shot at Yoruichi's shoulder and it was revealed that it was the betrayer, Uryuu. Okay, stop. Honestly, this isn't very surprising. Then again, it wasn't Hash's fault that shot the arrow, but still. I'm just glad he showed up. Because seriously, what was he doing all this time? So the barrier encasing the Soul King and Mimihagi-sama was destroyed? I think it's because she lost focus on maintaining the barrier, because when she was hit by that Quincy arrow, the barrier started to break, so that might explain why it got destroyed. So since Ichigo was distracted on Uryuu showing up, Yhwach uses this as an opportunity to go past him and get to the Soul King. Ichigo tries to stop him, but then Yhwach does, this?
Shinra Tensei!
Okay, I kid. It's not Shinra Tensei, but he does something to push Ichigo back. I really have no idea what it is. It's honestly really hard to tell what he did. Must be some sort of Quincy Ryatsu blast or something. Anyway, he gets to the Soul King, but before he can do anything, a couple of bombs are thrown at him. Oh, sweet! Ganja decides to do something and throw one of his special type of bomb. Oh, wait, no, that's Yoruichi. Good for Yoruichi for at least trying to attack Yhwach, for at least doing something. I mean, after all, she is one of my favorite female characters in the series, but, we already have a character in the Soul King's palace that specializes in bombs and fireworks. I mean, he is right there, inside the palace. Yet he doesn't do anything. Yeah, what was the point of him tagging along again? Anyway, Yoruichi was about to throw the second set of detonating balls because whatever the first balls hit, the second ones will disintegrate. But Yhwach calls upon Stern Reacher C. Perdita, who appears right behind Yoruichi and twists her arm pretty badly. So badly, you can see pieces of the bones sticking out of her arm. Yhwach then sends her flying out the Soul King's palace using, Shinra Tensei again? Okay, I know I really shouldn't call it Shinra Tensei, but I don't know what the hell Yhwach did. This might be another one of his almighty abilities that we don't know of yet. So Ichigo tries to attack Yhwach again, but another Quincy arrow is shot, aiming at Ichigo, but he deflects it with his Zanpakuto. This unfortunately gives enough time for Yhwach to tear off Mimihagi-sama from the Soul King, restarting the earthquakes as the Soul King's palace starts to crumble again. So does this mean that Ukitake's sacrifice was for nothing in the end, since Mimihagi-sama didn't last that long? Anyway, Uryuu tells Ichigo to not interfere with his majesty, and the chapter ends with Ichigo confronting him saying, "Just what the fuck do you think you're doing, Ishida?" So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 619. What did I think? Honestly, I wanted to like this chapter, but I couldn't. I thought the chapter was just okay-ish. It would have been at least good or decent if the part with Yhwach saying that he planned all this for Ichigo to kill the Soul King was left out, because the beginning part honestly was complete BS to me. I was glad that Uryuu showed up because I was wondering where he was along with Haschwald and the 4 elite guards. I do have a theory that the reason why they didn't appear sooner was because they were ordered by Yhwach to stay back and only appear when he needs them to, or when the situation calls them to show up. And since Perdita showed up, we'll probably expect the rest of the Stern Reachers to show up as well, which is good because we need to see more of what they can do, and also something for Chad, Orihime, and Ganji to do, because once again, they don't do jack shit in this chapter. I mean, seriously, what is the point of them tagging along if they're not going to do anything? As for Yoruichi, even though the barrier did break, I was at least grateful that she was trying to do something. It's just that it sucked that she was sent flying out the Soul King's palace, because I wanted her to stick around and have like her own fight, since we haven't seen her for a very long time. At least fight one of the elite guards or something, you know? Maybe Orihime will go to her and heal her or something. So obviously next week's chapter is going to be the confrontation between Uryuu and Ichigo, which has been building up for a while, but I wish this confrontation happened earlier, but unfortunately Uryuu chose to follow Yhwach and Haschwald to the Soul King's palace. Well, you know what they say, better late than never, right? Also, I hope I'm not the only one that's feeling this, but I've been feeling a lot of Naruto vibes as of late. Depending on how this might go, this confrontation might be like the fight between Naruto and Sasuke. I don't know like which one though, but it will definitely at least be interesting to see. As for Uryuu, I don't know what his deal is. Is he really following Yhwach because of his Quincy blood, or is he gonna pull a Gin Ichimaru, you know, wanting to kill Yhwach to avenge the death of his mother? Whatever his intentions are, I just hope that it's going to be explained and brought up soon. So overall, even though I did want to like this chapter, I just couldn't because it felt average to me. So I'm hoping that next week's chapter will be at least better. So tell me guys, what'd you think of this week's chapter of Bleach? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you looking forward to the confrontation between Uryuu and Ichigo? And do you think the rest of the Stern Reachers will show up and take care of everyone else while Yhwach tries to kill the Soul King yet again? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you like it and subscribe to more videos, and be sure to check out my Facebook fan page and Google+. So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 619. I'm Lunar Spawn 27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.